Hey kids, Evil Linn here. And, by the power of Grayskull, let's talk He-Man. First off, you should know where I'm coming from. I love the original 80s He-Man cartoon with its goofy charm and earnest heroism. Prince Adam raising his sword of power and screaming, "I have the power!" Chills. Anything that dares mess with that legacy, well, let's just say I approach with caution. It's where I got my namesake after all. In recent years, we've seen a couple of Netflix He-Man reboots come and go and, well, I wasn't a fan. Kevin Smith's 2021 series, Masters of the Universe Revelation, certainly had some bold story choices. Spoiler, they even had Evil Linn take over after Skeletor's demise. But it just didn't recapture the old magic for me. And Netflix's He-Man and Masters of the Universe CGI reboot aimed at kids? Let's just say I watched an episode or two and decided to politely pretend it never happened. As a hardcore He-Man girl, these reboots felt off the mark. So when it comes to new incarnations, I'm picky. Which brings us to the upcoming live-action movie. Could this be the one that finally gets it right? Alright, let's talk about this new Masters of the Universe movie that's in the works. The good news is, it's really happening for real this time. In fact, they just finished filming the movie in June 2025. It's now in post-production, and the release date is set for June 5th, 2026 in theaters. Mark your calendars, people. We have about a year to wait, but I love that they're taking their time to get it right. And here's a huge plus. The film is directed by Travis Knight, the same director who gave us Bumblebee. If you saw Bumblebee, you know it managed to be a heartfelt, nostalgic take on an 80s toy franchise, Transformers, while still feeling fresh. Travis Knight also did Kubo and the Two Strings, so he's got serious storytelling chops. Knowing he's at the helm genuinely gives me hope for this project. Now, the cast. And oh my goodness, it's a stellar lineup that has me fangirling. Stepping into the furry shorts of He-Man and Prince Adam is Nicholas Galitzine, a rising star you might know from Cinderella or Red, White and Royal Blue. He said playing He-Man has been the role of a lifetime and that he poured everything into it, which as a fan really warms my heart. He even shared a glimpse of himself as He-Man on Instagram, and let me tell you, he looks the part. The iconic blonde hair, the power sword, it's all on point. Joining him, we've got Camila Mendes, yes, Veronica from Riverdale, as Teela, Alison Brie as Evil Linn, Jared Leto as Skeletor, Idris Elba as Man-at-Arms, and Marina Baccarin as the Sorceress. I had to do a double take at some of those names. Alison Brie, one of my favorite actresses from Community and Glow, playing my girl Evil Linn, is just chef's kiss. And Jared Leto is Skeletor. I'll admit, that one caught me off guard. Leto is known for going all in on his roles, sometimes a little too in. I'm intrigued and a tiny bit apprehensive to see his take on Skeletor's cackling villainy. On the flip side, casting Idris Elba as Man-at-Arms might be the most perfect thing ever. He'll bring such gravitas and coolness to He-Man's loyal mentor. And Marina Baccarin as the mystical sorceress of Castle Grayskull? Yes, please, she'll be fantastic. That's not all. This movie is stacked with characters from the Masters of the Universe lore. They are really embracing the full roster. We're getting King Randor and Queen Marlena, He-Man's royal parents, plus fan-favorite allies and baddies like Fisto, Trapjaw, Triclops, Ram-Man, and even Goatman in the mix. I did a happy dance seeing names like Trapjaw and Triclops on the cast list. Those are classic Skeletor henchmen we never thought we'd see in a big movie. Also Goatman, I have no words, but I love that they're going there. It shows the filmmakers are serious about the He-Man universe. They've even created a couple of new characters for the film. Apparently someone named Susie and a character named Hussein, who weren't in the old canon. Color me intrigued about how they fit into the story. All in all, this huge ensemble gives me confidence that the movie isn't shying away from the rich world of Eternia. As a longtime fan, that's exciting, though I do hope the plot doesn't get too crowded. We don't want a repeat of Spider-Man 3 syndrome with too many characters, right? So, what do we know about the story? Officially, the plot details are under wraps. They're keeping things secret, which I actually appreciate. No major spoilers, please. But the general premise sounds like it will be a classic origin tale. Reports say it will follow a young hero. Could it be Adam? Who discovers his secret legacy as a prince of a faraway planet and must recover a magic sword to save his kingdom. That, essentially, is the He-Man story we know. Prince Adam realizing his destiny and wielding the Sword of Power to defend Eternia from evil. One rumored twist, though, has me raising an eyebrow. Word is that Prince Adam starts off on Earth. As in, a 10-year-old Adam gets transported to Earth and grows up here, separated from his power sword, only to find it and return to Eternia 20 years later. This hasn't been officially confirmed, so take it with a grain of salt, but it does match some leaked plot descriptions. If true, it's actually a throwback to the 1987 film, which also plopped He-Man onto Earth. I'm a little cautious about that idea. Part of me just wants a pure Eternia adventure. But if done well, it could add an interesting fish-out-of-water element and make Adam more relatable to newcomers. Let's just hope they don't spend half the movie hanging out at a California shopping mall like in '87. Lesson learned there. Now, let's dish on a fun rumor that has old-school fans like me buzzing. Dolph Lundgren might have a cameo in the new movie. In a recent interview, when asked if he'd appear, Dolph slyly said, "It's a bit of a secret, but I can't say much. But yeah, maybe I'll get involved somehow, we'll see." I practically screamed when I heard that. It's not a confirmation, but the fact that he didn't flat out deny it is tantalizing. Maybe he'll play a small role? King Grayskull? An Eternian general? Or even just a fun background nod? Whatever it is, the idea of the original He-Man from 1987 showing up in this 2026 film even for a moment gives me all the feels. It would be such a lovely tip of the hat to the fans who sat through that campy classic. Fingers crossed this rumor pans out. Aside from that, there aren't many other big rumors. The focus really seems to be on establishing He-Man's story, and I'm okay with that. Let's get Eternia right, then we can talk spin-offs. At this point, my biggest hope is just that the tone and execution honor the source material. I want to see the fantastical world of Eternia realized with respect and love. The courage, the friendship, the fun of it all. But updated so it doesn't come off as unintentionally goofy. It's a tricky balance of nostalgia and modern flair. The good signs are definitely there. A director who gets 80s nostalgia, a cast that mixes star power with genuine fans, and support from Mattel and a major studio. Amazon's not skimping. This is reportedly a $200 million production. I'm allowing myself to feel cautiously optimistic. In the end, I just really don't want to be disappointed as a longtime fan. We've waited so long for a proper live-action He-Man that does the saga justice. This movie has the potential to unite old fans and a new generation of kids who've never heard by the power of Grayskull before. No pressure, right? If they nail it, I might just shed a little tears of joy in the theater, not gonna lie. If it flops, well, Evil Linn might actually turn evil. Just kidding. Mostly. Cautious hope is the name of the game here. So here I am, hopeful that in 2026, I'll be in a theater, popcorn in hand, cheering when Prince Adam transforms into He-Man in live-action glory. I'm dreaming of that moment done right. It would give me chills. Until then, I'll be watching every development like a sorceress gazing into the crystal ball. Optimistic, a little anxious, but mostly excited that Masters of the Universe is getting another shot at greatness. May the power of Grayskull be with us. And let's hope this new movie truly has the power. But for now, if you've enjoyed my ramblings, please like and subscribe and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Now be gone, puny human, for there is evil to be done.